Fires have ravaged Oklahoma City this year. Not only have they been destructive, but they've also been deadly. It is only January and already several people have died in house fires. There were 10 altogether in 2017. What's happening here? Here with us this morning to answer all those questions that we have is Oklahoma City Fire Chief Benny Fulkerson. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
As always, thank you for being with us.
Happy to be here.
I know y'all have been busy. And like I said, what's going on? It's the first month of the year and we've already had about 60 structure fires.
Yeah, and just in 11 days time now we've had 9 fire fatalities, and that's a lot. Even for us, that's a lot. Because as you just mentioned, we had 10 for the entire year of 2017. Now, Mark, we always know that as it gets colder, we'll see a spike in structure fires. We always have, and
that's because people are trying to stay warm.
A lot of the time that's the case, but oddly enough, I went back and I looked at our statistics for December, and it wasn't necessarily the things that we normally see. We had 5 fires that were attributed to unattended cooking. We had 5 fires attributed to improperly discarded cigarettes. We had several electrical issues that caused fires. A couple of those instances were fireplace ashes put in hot dumpster and put into dumpsters and then placed next to a home that caught the house on fire. And of course, we saw a space heater or 2 in a fireplace fire as well. So we see it all, and we're concerned about the problem that we're having right now, and we're trying to get ahead of it by putting out information to try to keep people safe.
And I know as we've been covering these fires, as y'all have been fighting them, we've noticed the common denominator is not a lot of smoke detectors happening inside homes. And why is that this year?
It's, it's not just this year. It's we know that there are a lot of homes really in our city that don't have working smoke alarms, and we try very hard to make it as easy as we possibly can for that not to be the case. We provide them free of charge, and I know we've said this a lot of times, but we want to make sure people understand if you need a smoke alarm in your home and you don't have the financial ability to buy your own, or you don't have the physical ability to hang those, call us. Go by any Oklahoma City fire station or call 297-3318. We will schedule a time to come out and install those for you. We do have to install those alarms for you. We have to account for those alarms, but do not hesitate to call us. One thing we also want to emphasize is landlord and tenants. Landlords have an obligation under municipal code to provide smoke alarms and make sure that they are installed and in working order in the homes that they rent out. And that's something that we're seeing is not happening a lot. So we would want tenants to know that if you are renting and you don't have a working smoke alarm, get with your landlord, let them know that you need one. And if you have any issues with that and you're not getting one, give us a call at the fire marshal's office, 297-3584, and we'll follow up with that and make sure you get a working smoke alarm.
And go into the thinking for me about why people, don't install them, they don't renew those batteries. I'm guessing it's because most of us think that we're invincible.
You just said it. There are actually 2 common misconceptions out there. The first one is, well, it won't happen to me. But if you look around, it happens to someone almost every day in our country. You watch the news that there are fires somewhere every day.
And in our city,
and in our city, you don't have to look very far. It's happening all around you. And the second misconception is, well, the smoke will wake me up. It doesn't. Many studies have proven that smoke actually could lull you into a deeper sleep. You absolutely have to have working smoke alarms to provide you with that early notification to give you that time that you need to escape.
And if you're like me, I was born without a sense of smell. And I've heard from a lot of viewers too, they've had surgery, they've lost that sense, and or it's kind of their sense of smell is diluted. That can't be, why you think that you're going to be invincible from one of these fires. And also, we talk about the families that it's affecting. How does this affect you and your crews? You're seeing this every day. It's freezing cold in the winter. You're fighting these fires, and then families aren't making it. So do you ever get used to that?
It's not something that you get used to. I can tell you it's hard because we signed onto this job to save lives and property. That's what we're tasked to do. And when you see the big red fire trucks out there on these calls, that's a reactive. The incident's already happened. Something bad has already happened. Someone has already had a bad day. We want to be proactive on the front end to prevent these, and we try very hard to do that. So whenever we see these fires and when we know that there's been a fatality, we think, how did we miss that one? How did they not get our message? How did they not know that a smoke alarm could have made all the difference? How could they have not known that that wasn't the proper way to use a space heater? All these things that we continue to talk about. So It's hard. It's hard for our firefighters because they don't want to see that happen to anybody. We see the pain on people's faces and the family members that have to find out about this. It's very difficult for sure.
Talk to me, about somebody sees this interview. Okay, go home. What do I need to do today? And also talk about testing. You think the batteries are in place. You think the landlord, has put the smoke detector where it needs to be. How do we test it to make sure that it's in working order?
Very good point. So first of all, where do they need to be? You need to have smoke alarms in every bedroom and outside of each bedroom in the hallway. Okay, and on every level of your home to start with. As far as testing them, it's very simple. They have a test button. It says test. You push it until it beeps, and that's how you know that it's working. You need to do that every single month. And then twice a year, and we recommend when the time changes, twice a year is when you need to change the batteries in those. And one more thing that I don't think people realize is smoke alarms are only designed to last really about 10 years, 7 to 10 years depending on the manufacturer, even if they're hardwired. And the reason for that is those sensors get dusty and dirty over time, and they become less sensitive to the smoke. So you want to make sure that even if your alarm seems to be working, if it's 10 years old, you need a new one.
And how often do you change batteries? Because you can't wait till the battery just dies.
That's right. You need to change the batteries twice a year. Again, that's when the time changes. Is a good time to remember when to do that. So every time you set the clock forward or back, go ahead and change your batteries is what we recommend.
All right. Benny, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
As always,
You're
we
welcome.
really appreciate your
welcome.
time, and
Thank you.
best of luck to you and your crews, and do not hesitate to call or to just stop by a fire station.
That's right. We want to make
ask for
sure
help.
you have working smoke alarms before you lay your head down tonight.
All right. Chief Fulkerson, thank you so much.